Good evening and welcome to the channel. Welcome back. And the first thing you might notice is that there's no face cam. There's no face cam. Yeah, that is correct. The face cam is gone for a little while. But the videos are still here, and we're going to play some more Cricket Captain here today. We're going to play 2 games in the One Day Cup, which we unfortunately, it kind of looks like we're not going to qualify. Unfortunately, it would take a lot of net run rate shenanigans in order for us to qualify, so I don't really think we are in with much of a chance. However, we are still going to play the matches and do our best to try and win the matches as best we can. Conditions say, I don't know. I'm probably going to want to go with another pacer. But you know what? I'm actually not sure about that. I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap in S3E for Middleton for the economy rate on that one. Batting wise, unfortunately Bancroft dropped a lot of catches in the last match. So let's bring in Wood, give him the gloves, and that is the team we are going to go with. Which is perhaps a little bit odd to have Bancroft in the team, but not actually the one with the gloves, just because he dropped some catches, and I'm just not impressed, really. So that's why we're going to make that change, and let's see how we go with opening the bowling. Now we're actually going to play over by over rather than ball by ball. And let's see how it works. Oh, that's a chance. Third ball. And that's pretty dang good. Wood takes the catch. Goodman gets a really good start. And that's how we want to start, to be fair to us. So we'll take that all day indeed. Righto. Okay, split field on Compton. And Dale to bowl. Goes for 5. Not a problem. Goes for 5 again. That means they're getting some singles. So let's try and cut those singles where we can. Just kind of bring a fielder in. And yep, that's pretty good. And then, okay, just taking singles out there. Those are fine, really. Really good start here. 5 overs in. And now another chance. Dale to Everson in the air. Oh, inside edge goes for 4. But another chance. Dale to Compton. That time he's bowled him. Very good. Very good indeed. Okay, we'll take that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to rest Goodman. We're going to let Charlesworth have an over or 2. And let's try and cut those singles down a bit. Just a little bit. Because there's a few there that maybe we don't need to be giving away. Okay, pretty good. And last over from Dale, unless he gets this wicket, which he does, which kind of makes me want to let him have another over. That's the end of the power play. We've got him 44 for 3. So pretty freaking solid. Let's go to Bo Webster for a couple of overs here. We're going to kind of stay attacking because of how well we've started here. Yeah, that's all right. Dale, you can swap out. Let's go to S3E. Just a regular split for him. In fact, a little bit more defensive on the spinners. Just to try and save a few more runs here and there. We've started very well. But, oh, see, that's what I mean. The spinner going for a few. But recovered pretty well. Okay, now probably time for a change. So let's go to Van Buren. Let's drag the length back and then throw the length forward. And really try and work against what our opponents like. Yeah, that's a pretty good start. I'm not going to bowl Dent again. I feel like that was a kind of a one-hit wonder. I'm thinking maybe back to Charlesworth. And we are going to go a bit more defensive now, I think, because they have kind of put on a few more runs in the last couple of overs. You see like a slight kind of increase. The partnership is growing, and I don't really enjoy that. So let's just oh, unlucky. I was going to say let's just break the partnership, but it's not that. Well, maybe it is that easy. Let's see. Van Buren. It's straight. It's edged. It's caught by Ahmed Syed. Okay, Charlesworth back, goes for 6, 5. And now another chance. Nothing doing. That one goes for 4, that over. Now Van Buren again. He's gone for 5 off the over, but he has got a wicket chance. And oh, unlucky. Okay, Charlesworth, one more over. Van Buren, let's take a swap out for... Let's go back to Ahmed Syed. And there we go. 6 off it's not bad. If it starts to go for more than 6, that's when I'll get a bit worried. Edged and taken. Boom. But considering they're not going above 6s right now, then I'm not really worried, especially with the fact that we're taking regular wickets here. So this will wrap Charlesworth up and Ahmed Syed up. They are now done. Both of them going at less than a run a ball. Absolutely brilliant. Goodman, your turn. So with the split field and the offside field for Leaning, who is on a pretty good... Oh, that's so lucky. Pretty good 70. And I did actually just notice that Syed's last over did go for a few. So that's unfortunate, but it is going to happen sometimes. You can't expect every over to be, you know, a really, really strong, tight over. That's just not realistic. Nothing doing. Oh, another chance. Nothing doing again. Okay, so that one's gone for a few from Goodman. So we are going to swap him out. We're going to go back to Dale. And I'm not going to mess with the field this time. Let's see if it... I don't know if that worked, but it felt like it worked. Webster to Stobo, who's actually hit a few boundaries, as has Leaning. Are they going to try the old running 2 situation here? Looks like they might. Throw it in. No, he's home. Okay, Dale to Leaning. In the air, mid-on. Takes the catch. 88 and gone. Oh, wow, look at that. We've broken a record for the number of wickets we have taken in a season. That's pretty good. Well, one of our bowlers, I mean. And it might be another one. And it will be another one. Wowzer. Now, Webster to Stobo. If we could wrap them up, bowl them out for 220 odd, wouldn't that be... That would be something. Oh, my word. 224, that would be something. Edged and taken again. Ahmed Syed just taking catches for fun. Dale gets a fifer. Webster gets 2 at the end there as well. Good contributions all around. Syed, yep, goes for some runs, but look at the catches. 1, 2, 3 catches. 2 for Wood as well. Charlesworth got one in. That, I think that might have been the mid-on. But there we go. What a performance. And now we can go out there to bat. Starting on 1 yellow. When they get set, we'll move them to 2 yellows. And the ideal situation is that we do actually manage to win with quite a significant boost to the old net run rate. Wouldn't be so bad. Okay, 17 without loss after 6 overs, 20 after 7. That's a good shot. Oh, 1 bounce 4. And that's the 30 after 10 that I say that I like. You know, that's like my kind of go-to strategies to try and get to 30 after 10. We are well surpassed that now. Make that 38. And they are... Actually, look at that. Charlesworth is more set. Huckabee not just yet. So Charlesworth moves to 2. We want to get to 78. In order to kind of keep the innings progressing. Charlesworth, however, is gone. So now it's going to swap around. Huckabee is going to have to be the one to go a little bit harder at the bowlers. And Dent will kind of try and play himself in a little bit. That's a little bit too much. And after 20, we're only on 57 because Dent has faced 31 deliveries And unfortunately, has only scored 4. Well, at that point, he had only scored 4. There we go. That's more or less doubled his strike rate, which is bonkers. And we are a little bit slow. The run rate is... Well, the thing is, the run rate's still only just creeping up towards a runner ball because of how well we bowled and the fact that we got Kent out for 224, I think. It means that even with like a couple of slower overs and a little bit of a kind of slump in runs, it doesn't really affect us. And we're actually bringing it down now with a few boundaries per over. 1 boundary and over is enough. 2 boundaries and over, and we are flying. So I'm not really too worried about it. Especially when we're playing shots like that. So where are we going to end after 30 overs? Because that will tell us how many runs we need off the final 20. And if we've got 9 wickets in hand, then we can play it more or less as a T20 and try and win the match. Hitting a 6 off the first is like incredible. The absolute best way to start the over when you're in a chase. So, the 3 yellows are kind of doing the job here. We're not even at that 30 over mark yet. This is now the 30th over. That's a no ball that's been sent for 6. And the free hit is sent for a boundary as well. So we now require 103 off the last 20 overs. With 9 wickets in hand, I can tell them to accelerate. I can tell them to go to 1 orange each and try and get this done a little bit faster. Just to see if there is a potential boost in the old net run rate. Oh, edge. Okay. Huckabee's playing very well right here. Oh, good shot around the corner. Very nice. Also very nice. Yeah, another good shot. And it just about gets to the boundary. 152 for 1. Meaning we only need about 70. And that's going to be... Oh, close, but Dent does get the 50. Well played. So 71 required. 15 overs to get them. Way, way, way ahead of the old Duckworth-Lewis right now. They're both fully set. So you know what? I'm just going to tell them to go for it. And really try and get these runs as quickly as possible. This is like an opportunity to do it. If they do get out, they get out. It's not a problem. You know, because the game is more or less still here to be won. It's still going to be won. Big shot. 6 runs. And that's 4. So, I mean, look at that. 12 off the over. And we're currently going along at 4.5. Dent comes in, so Bancroft is there. I'm actually going to lower Huckabee down again. Because I think... Oh, okay, never mind. Didn't matter either way. Alright, well, now it's a slightly different situation. We've got to make sure we win this now. Because we cannot lose the game from the position we have put ourselves in. We've got to make sure we get over the line. So, 28 required. It's really not that much. 25 off 5. I'm going to have to go ball by ball here. Because we do still 22 off 24. So we are under that runner ball requirement. But we've let it get close. Again. There was I think maybe the second match of the season was somewhat similar to this. Where we kind of let the game... We were in control of the game and we kind of let... Like, what are they doing? Like, get the single and get off strike, buddy. No, don't steal the strike. Bancroft, what are you doing? We've actually lost. Oh my goodness. What is that from Bancroft? I don't know, guys. If you... Yeah, okay. I've turned the face cam off. I wish you could see my face right now. I'm flabbergasted. What on earth was that? We were so far ahead in that match. What on earth was that? Who do I bring in for this last game? I want to bring in DeLange, but I can't. You know what? We'll bring in Price. I don't even know if he's played this season. He has. He's played twice. Economy not great. Average okay. Average isn't bad. We're going to call tails and we're going to have a bowl again. We're going to try and bowl Essex out for a cheap score. Which is not going to be easy, let's be honest. So, let's see. Goodman, first over. Is he going to get another one in the first over? No, because that's gone for 4, because I've got the highlights on. Dang it. Not what we wanted to happen there. Okay, Goodman, you're going a few too many. That's better. Okay, they're both going at 4.75, so let's give them a change up. Here we go, first chance. Nothing doing. We're going for a few runs here. So, Webster, in you come. Let's set the field again, because every now and then I don't set the field to try and, to try and see if the preset field is actually going to do us a favour. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's an edge. Surely, yes, there we go. Okay, Webster's going at 6s. I guess Van Buren can have a go. Oh, in the air. Taken. Well done, Charlesworth. Good stuff. Okay, these are a good couple of overs there. That's actually put the squeeze on a little bit. Oh, until then, Van Buren's gone for a few. Dale comes in. Oh, good. Still goes for 6. Oh, bowled him. Lyman's gone. That brings in Thane. We'll go to the back foot and we will split the field. All the bowlers, unfortunately, are going for a few runs here. Which, you know, it can... See, look, it can happen. Like, that's always a possibility when you bowl first. You might get pumped around a little bit and not really know where to go. It can happen. But ideally, it doesn't. Oh, see, a block and go. They might try the 2 here. No, just a single. I mean, to be fair, we have bowled... They've only gone at 5s. They haven't really, you know, rattled off and completely blown us away. They're only going at 5s, but it does kind of feel like more. Feels like they're running at 7s and they're not really losing wickets. Well, they are now. So Webster comes in, takes a wicket, maybe even takes another one. Oh, not quite. Okay, and then gets hit for a load of runs, which is unfortunate. That was pretty close. Edged, taken, well done, Dale. So Robin Das is gone. Good. Well, he's batted well. Can't really complain. Webster in the wickets again. Not quite. That's gone down the leg side, but then 2 singles, and Fernandez now has a chance. And that is gone. Well done. Okay, we've got 7 overs to go. Let's go for Van Buren just for maybe 1 or 2. That's not bad. Webster again, because Webster's in the wickets. I would be a bit silly not to let Webster have a go here. Yeah, there we go. And that brings in Allison. Okay, one more. Oh, it's a free hit. Dang it. It would have been out. And this might be out. Let's see if Allison tries to send Van Buren to the fences. Not quite. Okay, Webster finish up. And now the other end will go to Dale to finish up as well. You can't really have... Oh, well then again, Webster's been smacked around a bit there. But even then, it does kind of feel like Essex... Well taken. What a catch. It does kind of feel like Essex have smacked runs and smacked runs and smacked runs. And yet their total is still not outrageous. Like, yeah, Bolden, well done. Oh, well done, Webster. Wow, did he just break Dale's figures? He might have done. Yeah, like, look, they didn't even make 300. Like, you would have been thinking that if they were going to make 300, that would be... I mean, that would be the scary total, but they haven't. And even though we didn't even chase down 220 last game, which was just absolutely bonkers to me, now we've got to kind of prove a point here and try and chase down, well, almost 300, but not quite. A good power play is where we want to start. And to be fair to the lads, they have more or less going at the required rate and actually trying to bring it down a bit. They really are, my word. Huckabee has just nailed a 4 as well. So as always, we want to see where we are after 10 overs and then kind of judge things from there. Oh, Charlesworth. Gone. Dent comes in. Okay, so there's your 10 overs. 47 for 1. If I judged it on like the way I would usually judge it, I would say we want to get to 87 after 20. But I'm actually going to up that a little bit because we've only lost 1 wicket. I'm going to say I want to get to 97 after 20. Oh, you put it back at the ball. He dropped it. Huckabee's got away with that one. That was what we describe in the business as a dolly. And then Huckabee's bowled. Doesn't take his chance. Okay, Bancroft. I'll be honest, Bancroft is probably lucky I didn't drop him. So he needs to hit some boundaries today. He needs to be going along at least a run a ball. Because whatever he was doing at the end of the match last time out was just terrible. Okay, we are 90 without... 90 without loss. No, 90 after 20. 2 loss, 2 down. Required rate has climbed a bit. But it is more or less on the Duckworth-Lewis. So we're looking okay on that. It's just I need the 2 guys at the crease to go. You know, I need Dent to go and smack some runs, which he has just done there with a big 6. Follows it up with a 4 through the covers. And then another 4, not quite through the covers that time, but really, really good. And that actually brought down the run rate by 0.5. So like another over of that, or like 2 more overs of that. And you're probably looking at it being like even less, like, I don't know, like 5.5 or something like that. And to be fair, this over has gone for a few as well because of the no balls and wides and whatnot. That over's gone for 5, 13, 14, 15, 16. And the run rate's come down to exactly 6.0. Dent's also got his 50, which is great. And, you know, he's going to have to go to 1 orange now. Because we can't really afford to slow down. We don't have that many overs to kind of to slow down here. And Wood's gone, but at least he went at run a ball. And Dent is at the other end, smacking some boundaries. And he goes again. This time he goes big, and it is going to be 64 off 63. So he's going run a ball. Bo Webster at the other end has to just support Chris Dent, I think. Yeah, I think so. It's another good over. The run rate has crept up a little bit to 6.2. See at the bottom, it's actually gone to 6.3 now. I'm not messing with Dent. I feel like Dent's playing a good innings. I don't really want to mess with him. But Webster has to do a little bit more at the other end. If he gets out, he gets out. Brings in someone else, and maybe Van Buren will go big instead. Okay, 196 for 5. And the fact that Bancroft, sorry, not Bancroft, the fact that Dent is now able to like get these boundaries and get us way, way, way closer to like we would beat Kent easily if we had batted like this. You know, that's the crazy thing, is that the situation just gets on top of you, and it looks like it will now, because we're going to need about 80 off the last 10. Hopefully a little bit less if Price goes again. Which he does. There's another boundary through mid-wicket. So it's 75 off the last 10, requiring, of course, 7.5 and over. We are just below the DLS. I'm going to tell Van Buren to go a little bit. Okay, that makes it 8. He's going to go again. Well done, Price. Big shot. Very useful shot, that. Okay. 8 off the over. 8 required off every over from here on out still. Oh, Price, that's unlucky. That brings out Luke Charlesworth. Oh, Van Buren with a big 6. Another couple of those will be very nice. He's listening. He's gone for the boundary again. 4. He goes again. That's another boundary. 6 more. Oh, he's put it over the bowler. 4 more. Okay, 20 off that over really has changed things. So, Charlesworth, I just need you to try and get a single and get off strike. He's done that. There we go. Brilliant. Van Buren, it's your turn. Don't get out. Oh, 31 off 24. We can do this. Okay, have a swing, buddy. Okay, fine. Go on, Van Buren. Just need a boundary here. A drop and run for his 50. I mean, I respect the hustle, but now we need 28 off 18. We do need a bit more of a swing here, guys. As soon as I go to ball by ball, it's almost like we lose control. When I'm trying to get more control. 22 off 12. You can't be getting the dot balls here, buddy. There we go. Get off strike. Van Buren. Dude, you've got to... Oh, there's 6. 14 off 4. 13 off 3. 12 off 2. No! Oh, wowza. There we go. So, I can't believe it. But we've lost both games here today by a total of 13 runs, which is just so annoying, if anything. Oh, that's really unfortunate. We've got some training. Okay. So the training's got to be done using the combined, no, the personal. We need to be able to see their ages. So Phillips, only 22. You could definitely get some technique going. Let's go leg side shots. Borman's training. White is training. Huckabee's training. Webster, you could get some... Let's go with front foot technique. Wood's already training. Bailey's training. Charlesworth maybe gets a bit of training. We've got one fielding session left, so I guess... unless there's a keeper who we should... I mean, Bracey... Not Bracey, sorry, Bancroft probably should be doing some keeping practice. If I go... no, it's fine. You know what? I'm not going to do that. That seems silly. Wood has improved his wicket keeping. That's good. Bailey's improved. Wood has improved again. Click continue. Okay, anything more? So Charlesworth improved his ground fielding. We've got our players back from the 100, which is really nice. Prosser's fit to play again. Nice. Seed's improved again. Oh, here we go. So Price has improved defensive bowling to the limit. So we go in and we swap that out wherever he is. Let's go to your batting technique, and let's go to wait. Can I go to like aggressive shots? There we go, aggressive. Try and get Price playing a bit more aggressive. Okay, cool. So that's all of the training done. And, well, 4 games left in the season. County Championship is all that's left. Unfortunately, even though we've had what I can only really describe as a super solid season with 7 draws, which is far too many, let's be honest, but only 1 loss. It's so baffling that there's only 1 loss in there. Because it just means like I've said the same thing in Football Manager as well, where it just means like we are clearly so difficult to beat, but we're also just so happy taking a draw. And it's like, no, we shouldn't be taking a draw. We should be trying to win. And it's so frustrating that this situation we are in now is like the teams who have tried to win and, you know, they have got the wins. They're the teams that are going to be promoted unless we win the last 4 matches. And even then, there's a chance we don't get promoted. So we've left the ball kind of like, it's like hanging to the side of our court. You know, like the idea of like, oh, the ball's in your court or their court, you know, like you've got to be in charge of your own destiny. We kind of are, but not really, because of how many games we've drawn. So we've got to go into the last 4 matches who are against... So the top 2, we've got to beat the top 2, and then Hampshire and Derbyshire. So look at the table again. Derbyshire and Hampshire are near us. So if we do win those, we at least know we're probably going to finish above those guys and take 5th. But if we beat both of these guys, oh, we could be in with a shout. We really could, and it's going to be tough. But we will give it a go. Oh, I'm not giving up on Gloucester. I'm not giving up on them just yet. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. The face cam is probably going to be gone for a little while. Just a little change of pace. It means that I can kind of talk a little bit easier, maybe play a little bit more casually rather than kind of trying to react or anything. Even if I don't really want to play up for the camera, I feel like you do a little bit. So I'm going to just, I'm going to stop the face cam for a bit and we're going to see how that goes. So thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode, even though we lost both matches in the One Day Cup, which is just so frustrating. And if we look at Group A, we look at Group B, we finished in 8th with 4 points and a net run rate of only negative 0.46, which is so, like, it's just really odd. It was so, like, there's, I think, maybe 4 games in that season that, or at least 3, I want to say at least 3 matches where we were chasing down a score and we should have got it and we let it slip. It's like a season of letting it slip. I'm annoyed, but I'll be back next time no matter what. Thank you for watching, guys. Until next time.